Does your car look like this, and this? Then you're probably suffering from WSS. But don't worry, we have a fix for it. So water spot is quite simple. It is just like a droplet of water that sits on your car, and if you don't dry it and it dries, it's gonna leave this, I guess, like weird puddle, like dried puddle on top of your paint or glass or anything like that. And the reason why it happens is because water, they're considered hard or soft. Hard means there's a lot of minerals, and as that dries, the deposit of the minerals is what you see those, I guess, like the remnants of that water spot, right? So if you have a soft water, typically it won't leave any of that. And the way we do that is we use a filter at our shop when we wash cars, and that minimizes it and it really removes all that mineral out of that water, which makes it a soft water and really good for car washing. But most people don't have access to a filter, and most of them will have hard water. So we're going to show you ways on how you can dry it properly so you don't see those water spots. So you want to start with a blower of some sort to blow the water off your car. I like to use a cordless leaf blower or corded one. The corded one will always have a little bit more oomph. With this approach, you can blow out water from tight spaces like door handles, grills, and wheel spokes. I'll use this to get the majority of the water off. Then get the remaining water with a microfiber drying towel if needed. If you don't have a leaf blower, you could use a large microfiber drying towel to go over the car. What you want to do is just simply drag it across the paint and keep moving until you dry the entire car. While you're doing this, just to make sure, it's a good idea to just inspect the towel as you go from panel to panel. On another note, make sure you're using a clean towel, not a previously used one. And lastly, you want to end with the wheels or the bottom part of the car, because that's typically where most of the dirt is. Another method we like to use at the shop is use a waterless microfiber towel. You want to fold it into fourths, and this makes sure that you're using a very good surface layer, and you want to make it wet and then wring it out and then make sure it's damp. Once it's damp, you want to use a little bit of our waterless plus wax sprayer and just a couple squirts. And what this does is it creates another lubrication barrier so you don't scratch your car. But on top of that, you create a UV protection layer from the wax itself. So this is a win-win, and it's a great way to dry your car. You'll see it streak a little, but you'll see that it'll dry out pretty much instantly. As it gets more wet, you just want to make sure you continue to wring it out. And of course, you want to continue to inspect your microfiber just to make sure there's no dirt or debris lodge into the fibers. It's not a bad idea to have several of the microfibers so that you're interchanging from one to the next. So now that you got your water spots gone, it might be a little bit tempting to just hang this up and then use it again for the next car or the next wash. However, I would advise you to go against that. The main reason is, even though you might not see it, it's good to wash this up and make sure you have a clean towel every single time you dry your car, because you do have a chance just as much when you're washing your car to leave scratches and marks when you're using these towels. Well, if you have any questions about drying your Tesla, just let us know in the comments below, but we'll see you next time.